Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to a little later than usual edition of Daily Distinction. Really glad you're here. Thanks for understanding. I had a little commitment earlier today. So getting the Daily Distinction on a Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock in the East, 1 o'clock here in Las Vegas. And I really hope you're ready for a good session. Thank you for being here. Got an important one today. And by the way, want to send out best regards to my great pal, Ken Walls. A lot of you may have watched the Ken and Glenn show with a guy named Scott with Glenn Morshower and Ken Walls and myself that we used to do. And Ken is in the hospital dealing with some COVID-related challenges, and he's been posting about it, but he occasionally jumps on here and watches either live or on the replay. So I just want to extend best wishes to Ken. And by the way, I hope that you will share this. That's how we grow our audience, is by you sharing. So just take a moment, hit that button, and share Daily Distinction today, because we got an important topic. And Ann Dickinson is here on time today. Good to see you. And as always, thank you for taking time to be here, and thank you for your prayers for Ken. He's one of the good guys. So thank you for that as well. And don't forget about the importance of the Iconic Inner Circle. It's where you can go to get free programs on virtual events, how you communicate more effectively virtually, on storytelling, personal distinction. We also have a weekly class. It's a distinction session with an assignment for you. And if you just work through that, it's the process of what it takes to create distinction. So check it out. It is the Iconic Inner Circle. Hey, by the way, hey, here's Ted Stark. Good to see you. I'm sorry I'm messing up your schedule, my friend. I'm really glad that you're here. It's always great to see you. So thanks for being here. Hey, got a question for everybody. But Brian I don't see Brian with us yet, but Brian Kelm is often with us. And Brian has been asking about when we're going to do the next Distinction Summit. And it's one of those things we've been working on, but in all honesty, haven't really committed totally to it yet. So I do have a question for you, and you can communicate this either through social media or send me a DM, but or an email at scott@scottmccain.com. But I'm just curious, if we do another version of the Distinction Summit with guest speakers, and we'll be going into some of the different aspects of distinction in about 2 months, late October, early November, would you go? Would you be there? Part of the reason I'm asking that is because, there have been so many virtual summits in the last year. I'm curious if people are still interested in doing it, because it does, it takes a lot to put it on. But on the other hand, if it's something that you want to do, I want to be there. So let me know, either here or that. If we do the Distinction Summit again, we'll have some new information. And Ted, that's a great question. We would do it virtually this year. It's too late in the game to do one live. I'd love to do one live in the future, like Larry and Randy and I did with the Ultimate Business Summit. But in terms of timing this year, it would be a virtual summit. Thomas is checking in from Sweden. Wow. I've had the privilege of speaking 5 times in Sweden. And man, I tell you, I just love it. Thomas, I got to tell you, one of the most fun days I've ever had on the road. I was speaking in Stockholm, and it was a rainy day, and I hear all this noise on the street outside the hotel. And so I look out and open up the hotel window, and I look out, and I had not heard of the tradition that for seniors in high school, they will get in the back of trucks, and they'll get on and they will cruise the streets and cheer and play music loud and sing and just have such a great time. It was so fantastic. Just the spirit of that was incredible. I can't tell you how much I loved being there. I got to go over the bridge that the television show The Bridge is based on. Now, maybe here in the States, you've seen the Americanized version where it's a bridge between the U.S. and Mexico. There it is not, obviously, but and that was the first series. The one here in the States is based off of the Swedish version. And man, it's a phenomenal show. And the original version is better than the American version. But anyway, that was so great. So anyway, let me know what you think about the Distinction Summit. Robert's in the house. It's so good. I don't think that Ted is blood relative to Tony Stark, but he will certainly remind you of him. All right. Donovan says only 3 words. That's right. Donovan's already seen what we're talking about today. And the question I have for you is, what 3 words do we need most right now? And I know when I say what 3 words do we need most right now. By the way, if you're watching live, enter the 3 words that you think here. I'd love to know what yours are, because there are obviously a lot of choices. You know, there's so many things that we could say. These are the 3 words that we need to hear most in our changing and challenging and difficult world right now. I'm going to share with you the 3 words that I think we need to hear more than ever before, and it might surprise you. The 3 words that I'm going to suggest that we need right now, I don't know. It's not that I don't know what the 3 are. It's that's my suggestion of the 3 words that we need to hear right now. Robert says, love, money, and guns. There you go. Empathy, patience, and grace. Those are 3 great ones. Understanding, patience, love. Oh my gosh, those are great ones, you guys. Thank you for that. Here's why I'm saying that. One of the most important elements that we can build, and says it wasn't me. And I may have to change my topic today. I love that. It wasn't me. I think that one of the most important elements that we need in the world today, and one of the most important things that we need both personally and professionally, is trust. People need trust more than ever before. And there's a lot of reasons out there right now for distrust. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of reasons that people aren't very trusting. And I'm not really meaning that from a political standpoint or a commentary on current events. I mean it in terms of, do people believe that the organizations where they do business are going to do what they said they would do? Do people believe personally that you're going to do what you said you were going to do? And part of that is because we are somehow, for some reason, afraid to use those 3 little words. I don't know. When I'm doing instruction in the ultimate customer experience, and we're really drilling deeply into it, part of what I try to coach and try to teach is to be willing to say to a customer, I don't know. Now you follow that up with, but I will find out. I will get the answer for you, and I will get back with you. And you own that customer's question, and you own that customer's problem. But too many times we want to put somebody on hold, and we want to, transfer them to another department, or we want to, it's a hot potato. We pass it off to somebody else because we don't want to say, I don't know, but I will find out. It's amazing how much trust that we can build through vulnerability. I see on social media, and I will bet you do too, so many folks that know the answer to everything. They will do a quick Google search. A doctor friend has a sign in his office that says, "Your Google search does not equal my medical degree." And it's true, right? I mean, I think it's fascinating that, look, when it comes to a person's value, I don't believe that any one person is better than any other. I just don't. I don't think that I'm a better person or more valuable than anybody else that's out there. However, if you want to ask somebody about distinction, I'll promise you, I've spent more time studying that than the average person. So I have a little more to contribute to that. But you wouldn't want to come to me and ask me about heart surgery. I don't know. You wouldn't come to me. I mean, when I speak to financial advisors, I don't tell them how to be better financial advisors because I don't know everything about that subject. They work in it every day. They know. I don't know. But I have studied, I can research how you make better connections with your clients and how you serve them more effectively. That I've studied, that I know. So if somebody says to me, should I advise that my clients get in this particular fund? I don't know. I'm the wrong guy to ask. Don't talk to me about that. But if you want to talk about how to increase the connectivity that you have with your clients, yeah, I'll talk to you about that. Are we willing to say that we don't know about the things that we don't know about? And Ann, you're right. Acknowledge it's a good question. Because if it's something I don't know and my customer is interested in it, it's a great question. I'd better figure out the answer. You're exactly right. And Curtis, you nail it, my friend. Trust is so hard to build and so easy to lose. You know, you can spend a career building it and you can lose it in a moment. Robert, I've lost trust in insurance companies. And if you hear about someone blowing, it was my bad. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, you know, when companies don't do what they said they would do, then we lose trust. And trust is so important. It's hard to trust your opinion if you always are out there pontificating on aspects you aren't qualified to discuss. So don't be afraid to say you don't know. It shows character and it builds trust. And it's one of those things that is so, so important. Jason Oler, my clients. Yeah, you bet. Hope you're doing well in Panama, my friend. Man, what? Talk about the global reach. We've got Sweden, we have Panama, we've got all across the nation with us today. That's fantastic. I don't know how that works, but I'm glad it does. So, hey, as we're entering a holiday weekend here in the United States, it's one of the things that I think we need to be. You know, the other thing is when we say we don't know, it is the process of learning. I'm not going to pick up too many books and study subjects that I am well versed on. Yeah, I'll peruse them, you know, but for example, one of the things that I love reading are the lives of people that I know something about, but I don't know the backstory. I just love that. And Jeff, right? It's not that we're saying that we can't do it. It's saying that we don't know, but we'll find out, and we're gonna make sure that we learn. Yeah, you never want to tell a client you can do it until you've checked every way possible. And I think you make an important distinction, Jeff, and I want to emphasize that. There's a difference between saying I don't know and saying I won't know. I refuse to know. I won't find out. I won't help you. It should be the precursor to saying I will find out or tell me more about what you know, right? I mean, when a financial advisor says, is this a good stock to buy to me? I don't know. Tell me what you know about it. Boy, it begins a discussion and it creates a relationship because everybody likes to contribute what they know. And I think that's part of the problem on social media. We want to pontificate about things because we think it builds our stature, but if we don't know, it tears us down. So if there's anything we need in today's world, I think it's building trust. It is one of the most important elements for any business or any professional is trust. And you can't gain trust if you aren't willing to say about certain things, I don't know, but I will find out. I'll do what it takes to serve my customer. I'll do what it takes to serve this issue, this topic, if it's important. I'll do what it takes. So that's all that we've got for you today on Daily Distinction. Thanks for checking in. And if you haven't already, please go to iconicinnercircle.com. Check out what we got there. First month's on me. It's absolutely free. You can quit after a month, not pay a cent if you want. I'd like for you to take advantage of it. So take a look at it. And for those of you here in the States, have a fantastic Labor Day weekend. Hey, it's a great weekend to kind of get caught up on some things, do some rest and relaxation, I hope, and have a good time. I know it's going to be a wild one here in Vegas, man. It's packed. Yes, and short and sweet with Daily Distinction now. You're exactly right. So happy Labor Day weekend for everybody in the States. And if you're not in the States, I hope you have a great weekend no matter what. We got a long one here. I will see you next week on the next Daily Distinction. Have a great weekend, everybody. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.